For some reason, my camera doesn't want to focus on me today, but once we focus on the plants, I think it'll work. I just wanted to come on here and talk about something I've been thinking about because I'm always thinking about my overall plan for all the plants in the end and kind of what, well, not in the end, but what we're working up towards, pretty much is how I should say it. So I've been thinking about how you have to focus on what you can. Now, I'll flip around now and we can look at the plants while I talk about this. Hold on one second. Okay. Yeah, see, it's focusing better on the plants. I don't know why. It seems to not want to focus on me sometimes. But, anyways, so for me, overall, I kind of realize since I'm in a colder zone, I need to be focusing on grimmels. This is a grimmel, and white jaboticabas, because that's what's going to grow best for me. And that's what's already went through one of my freezes, and it's been fine. Now, of course, I'll have one-off plants like this, Matosiae, that I'll still keep. But as far as focusing, um, like on plants that I'm gonna keep for fruiting and stuff, and be able to keep long term, it's gonna be those. It's gonna be the grimmels and the whites, and these Eugenia paulistas. It's not going to be the scarlets. It's probably not going to be the reds. Just because, well, I've found through trial and error that those are the plants that work the best. So, as you can see, we got everything lined up. I've got to start listing. I decided I'm going to list all of these guys, and then I'm going to list some of these bigger ones. So, getting everything together with that. So, that's kind of just talking about, thinking about if you're into rare plants, okay, and you're out of the zone, you have to then focus on, okay, what's going to be the hardiest type of plant in that certain genus of plants that you're going to be interested in. So for me, it's jaboticabas, and the hardiest to the cold that I have found is the grimmel, the sabra, and the white jaboticaba. All of those are going to be pretty hardy to cold, and then if they do die back, they're going to come back quickly and not be shot, you know. So obviously these guys are really hardy to it. So all these plants that are here that are bigger have already went through a full freeze where they had it was 8 hours, it was overnight in snow temperatures where it was like 16 degrees. So they've proved very hardy, so now we can move on, sell everything off to people in Florida that I have that's not too hardy, and just kind of focus on the stuff that's going to live. So it's all through trial and error. I wouldn't really have known that going off the bat because there's not too much information on it, but hopefully if you're just coming into the jaboticaba scene and maybe you see my video, I will save you the trouble. And you can just focus on those. Now, of course, this is a red. These are beautiful plants. You know, you still want to get the reds, but I'm just talking about like keeping them long term for fruiting. It might not be advisable to focus on them. Right now, I have the most of my collection I have is reds because I had 100 reds, but then I have 100 white ones that I planted that are coming up. So, you know, it's definitely trial and error for me. But I think I'm figuring it out. I got everything lined up and looking good. So, yeah. Next thing to do is just take pictures. I'll go down and take pictures of each one and post them for sale on the eBay. and then work out shipping on them. And usually for these shippings, I don't get many returns, and everything goes pretty smoothly. Um, I've definitely had problems that, there's always things you run into with shipping. So, but it's worth it in the end. I've made a good amount of money off doing it. So you take some losses, you take some wins. I'll probably post all these like smaller ones up for 15 each. Um, and then maybe I'll sell some of the bigger ones too. Probably. Um, yeah. And there's definitely some I want to keep that just have a great structure, like this one. Yeah. But I'm gonna start selling off more of the red jaboticabas. So I'll let you guys go. Everyone have a great night. Thanks for watching and subscribe.